All right, hopefully that came through. And hopefully you heard all that. And let me just turn this off real quick. There we go. Hopefully that came through. And hopefully you heard that okay. Hack is crushing it. Oh, thank you. So you heard it. Cool. So welcome everybody. This is it. Thank you, Guitar Man 45. I lost it there a little bit at the end, but you can only go on blues for so long. So thanks so much everybody for tuning in. We got 25 of you in here right now. Awesome. Let me just go right up and do a quick roll call of everyone in the chat. Okay, Zach is with us. Hang on a second, folks. Let me just do this. All right, that's better. Zach's with us. Laz is with us. How's it going, guys? Nelson Rodriguez, welcome. Mitch Heyman, R2, R3. Hey, buddy. Nice to see you. Great Vanzini, James Severin, Russ Markart. There's my buddy Brian. How are you, Dwight Bailey? Probably saying names twice, but it's okay. James Severin, Nelson Rodriguez, Guitar Man 45. It's going down. Rebel Rocker, how are you? Great Vanzini, nice to see you. Danny, New Jersey. Dwight Bailey. Oh, Rebel Rocker. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Happy New Year to you. Wow. Thank you. Quentin James is with us. Pete Brown, how's it going? Okay. Cecil Music, how are you? Edwin Crane, how's it going? John Marchese, hey man, got some people tuning in on the Facebooks, not the YouTubes. Very cool, Ars Guitars. I saw your name in there. Okay, I hope I caught everybody. So, yeah, I wanted to do. I was debating whether or not to do a show this week, but I thought, wait, what better night to do a sort of a year-end retrospective, so to speak, than the day before New Year's Eve. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that's looking forward to getting the hell out of 2020, as it's been an absolutely shitty year. But in getting ready for the show, Original Paramutant, how are you, man? In getting, hey, John Z351, and on YouTube, yes. I'm just so you guys know, it's a little bit delayed because I have to rely on the StreamYard chat, and you're probably typing things in, and I'm reacting like a minute later. So, but yeah. So anyway, so I just wanted to go over some of the stuff that's happened this year on the channel. Any questions that you have for me as we go through, feel free, man. Hit me up, ask me anything you want about the channel, about gear, shows, guests, anything. That would be very cool. And I will definitely, I don't have a guest today, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to do a solo show. That's why I can kind of keep my hand in the chat and check out what you guys are saying. So I went through basically real quick my year's worth of videos, and as per usual, no surprises. My and the YouTube stats will back me up on this. My live shows are much more viewed and attended to than my uploads, which is cool. And I'm not about to stop doing uploads because I do get requests for things. I just did a Sex Pistols song for a subscriber not too long ago. But yeah, I'll keep doing that. And of course, I've got original music that now I'm throwing up there all the time. So, okay, here's a question. Hey, Blackjack Guitar Nut, how are you? Guitar, I listen. Oh, certain place you get your backing tracks, or did you build your own? Okay, so I don't do my own backing tracks. I'm not equipped to do that. The first one you heard, I'll tell you what I do. I just go in and I just type in that one. I think was I was looking for like a bluesy, jazzy backing track, and I just go on YouTube and they come up, and I just pick one that I like. That one was in the key of C. Um, so and I talked about this before. One of the best ways to kind of practice and your soloing is trying things in different keys. So I try and avoid A and E for that reason, because those are the most the ones I'm most comfortable with. So I try to do something different. That was in C, but that's all I do. I just type in what I'm looking for, and a whole slew of things will come up, and I just pick the one I want. Guitar Hack, thank you for keeping the channel going, bro. Thanks for the Jeff Young shows, as well as Pete Pardo, as well as the music over the past few months. You inspire me to keep it. Oh, wow. That's awesome, Pete. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. The channel is a lot of work at times, but comments like that definitely inspire me to keep going. So much appreciated. That's real nice of you. Marco's Images, how are you, man? So I kind of went through the videos and looked at some of the highlights and some of the people that I've had on this year and some of the shows that I've done this year. And what I wanted to, because this is the season of, Christmas and all that, I was interested to find out how many, how much gear I bought and sold this year. And there's been quite a few items. If you remember back in January, a year ago, I had a Jackson. I actually owned a Jackson for, hey, Tony, how are you, man? I actually had a Jackson in my possession for, I don't know, I'd say about a couple of weeks. And it was a Pro Dinky. And I got videos with it if you go way back. And one of the videos was, oh, look at all the sounds I can get out of it. And I could. I mean, it was a very surprising. Scott Connor, how are you, man? Pete Pardo. Yeah, I'll get into all that, Scott. Thanks, man. But it was surprising to me with the, being a shredder guitar, how versatile it was. It was a really good guitar. They're going to say, well, if it was that good, why did you take it back? I'll tell you why I took it back. Okay. I need my guitars to go from E to E flat. And I thought, well, I've had a Floyd Rose before, and I did for years. I had a Floyd Rose guitar, and I was able to go back and forth, no problem on that one. This one, it was impossible once I tuned it to get it into any other tuning. That, plus it got a tremendous amount of fret sprout immediately. So that one kind of went back and was replaced by a PRS. So the PRS was guitar number 2, and PRS, I bought an SC, and this was back in the days when gigging was happening, and I thought, well, let me get this thing and let me tune it all up nice, and I'll gig it, and that'll be my gigging guitar. So I gigged with it a couple of times. I found the pickups were lacking, so I ordered a set of pickups from Glenn at Guitar Bazaar, and put those pickups in, and the thing sounded amazing, and it played really, really well. But I don't have to tell you what happened, right? The bottom fell out. It's like, I don't know if I'll ever gig again. And the summer months were passing by, and I got that thing sitting there, and I thought, I'm just gonna, if I don't play something, I get rid of it. So I got rid of it. I sold it with all the mods and all that. Some guy got an SC that's, as far as I was concerned, it was as good as any higher, level PRS at that point. But I got rid of that guitar. Another guitar I got rid of was, if you've been watching the channel, you might remember a guitar that was affectionately called Relic, which was I believe it was a 2005 traditional, called Relic because it had like a dime shaped ding right about there. That guitar got sold. But I bought a couple of pedals. I got an LPD pedal. I got a TL808 Tim Lewis, who I keep promoting because the guy makes great stuff. And for you US folks, it's Canadian prices, so it's a steal. Got an HX Effects, which I was right into that for a while, but now I'm back to using pedals again. And again, I got that thinking, I'll program this all up, and whenever the gigs start, I'll use this. But the gigs didn't start, so I still have it. I'm on the fence about selling that. Got a little Black Star Mini. And most recently, 4 months ago, I got a Telecaster, which you've seen. I've done videos with it. It's a Butterscotch Telecaster. It's the guitar that is going to be featured predominantly in my next song release, which is coming out on January 1st. And it's a song where, I am not a singer. I don't claim to be one. And don't be too harsh, but the message of the song is a message of hope, which is why I'm releasing it on January 1st. I'm hoping for a better year. The video for the song is fantastic. Again, Sandra Picorni did the video for me, and hopefully you guys will dig it. It's already out on Spotify and all those services, iTunes, Apple Music, Amazon, if you want to check it out beforehand. But the video comes out on January the 1st. So it's it's a lot of acoustic guitars. It's a Telecaster. It's that kind of song. So nothing like Black Holiday. It's like the complete opposite to Black Holiday. What's funny is I recorded both on the same day, right? Anyways, sold my Marshall Origin as well. But gear wise, hands down, the absolute highlight was this guitar. And again, if you watch the channel, you know very well I did a video on this. I called it In Search of the RO, the Holy Grail. I got myself an RO. This guitar is sick. It is the best Les Paul I own. You just listen to the tones from it, and that's just a little bit of drive, and I didn't even have my lead boost on that. A little bit of drive, a little bit of echo and delay, and direct. So there you go. Pete Brown Guitar Hack, feel free to sing. If the Tone King can do it, so can you. Me, I can't produce a note. And you love Black Holiday. Thanks, man. Thank you. I've got there'll be more coming, by the way. I got another 2 in the can. When I say in the can, I mean they're about ready to record. Because what I do is I prep everything ahead of time. On my recording software, I all the parts, all the overdubs and all that, and then when the time comes, that way, because when I record, it's like at breakneck speed. It's we did those 2 songs in like 5 hours. Black Holiday and the one that's coming up. So yeah. So anyways, my RO has the top 2020 purchase as well. The ROs are great. I wouldn't recommend buying one new because they're like, you have to sell along, but if you can find one used, and part of the reason why I sold a lot of that gear, the amp and the PRS and what else did I sell? Oh, the Les Paul, all of that was sort of to offset this. Samuel Smith, there's a new name. Welcome to the channel, folks. If you're new to the channel, much appreciated if you would hit the like and hit the subscribe. And keep growing this thing, man, because it's been fun so far. But and I'll talk about the growth in a little bit. So that was sort of the gear wise. As far as guests on the channel, now I do a weekly show, as you know. Today I don't have a guest, obviously, but most Wednesdays I have guests on. Do I still have my Music Man? Yes, I do. Yeah, that's not going anywhere. So I've had a ton of folks. A lot of them are in this chat right now. I had a bunch of friends come on this year. I'm probably going to forget some names. If I've forgotten some names, do not don't get upset. But yeah, there was a ton of people that I had on. Six String Brian, Paul Lou, I had Guitar Safari, Six String Stanger, Krellbar, Jack the Rabbit, Eric Broadbent. I had my brother on. My brother will be coming back on at some point next year. He just launched his YouTube channel, and if you want to see a real guitar player play, check him out. Not because he's my brother; he's just insanely good. Um, Lars Guitar, Daniel Horsley was on. I had Cheddar on, Guitar Pit. I had Don, 2 3/4 Jams, Jimmy Guitar Meets Science. I had my buddy Mike on, Sandra Picorni. So I had quite a few folks on this year. So I want to thank all you guys that agreed to come on the channel. Hey, Jamal, how are you, man? Nice to see you. So I had a lot of you folks on. I want to thank you guys for coming on the channel. I've had a bunch of builders on too. I had TL Pedals on a couple times. I had Sheptone Pickups. I had David Barber from Barber Pedals. Hey, Gur, how are you? And a little more recently, I've started to hook musicians, and that's something I'd like to get more of is more musicians. People that are in the industry. So far, I've had Howie Simon, was with Alcatraz. I had Vince Janella on. He's got his own YouTube channel. He does Monday night live streams. I had Jeff Young from Megadeth on. He came on twice. I had Jimmy Waldo, also from Alcatraz. Steve Rosen, who writes songs with them. Mitch Weissman, most recently. Mitch Weissman is going to come back on the show, by the way. We basically, it was a Kiss, as a lot of my shows end up being Kiss-centric shows, but we're going to talk about his work outside of the Beatlemania thing and outside of Kiss, because he's been involved in a ton of stuff, man. Sean Hurwitz, Smash Mouth was on. One of the shows I'm most proud of this year was the show I did helping out the guys from Buffalo Rock City. They're doing they did a tribute CD to raise money for the homeless youth in Buffalo, New York. I had John Jeffries, I had Greg Schmidt, and Phil Hausman. Those gentlemen are coming back on the channel again next year. Actually, January the 6th, they're going to be on. And I'm going to warn you now, that's going to be a Kiss show. So, yeah, there'll be more of those. So, so I had some musicians on. I'm trying to get more musicians on. That's always a work in progress. Hey, Thunder Falcon, how are you? The thing with the musicians is it kind of goes back to growing the channel. Like, the bigger the channel gets and the more views I get, the more likely musicians will want to come on. Hey, Ricky Compton, how are you? So, that's sort of the what do you call it? The give and take, if you will, of getting musicians on. But I'm always trying, I'm always reaching out, and a lot of times I'm getting ignored, obviously, because I'm not a media outlet. I'm not somebody that would be recognized or known from other agents and so on. I'm just a guy sitting in his basement talking to you folks, right? So at the end of the day, I get it, but it'd be a nice surprise for once in a while for them to come on. Pelican J, how are you, man? I appreciate that, Nelson. You got a lot of kind words. Thank you all so much for sticking with me and watching my stuff this year. Yeah, really, really appreciate it. Made a bunch of new friends this year too. Ian Stitch, met him at NAM. He's been on a couple times. Okay, 1 second, folks. All right, I'm back. Coffee delivery. Um, yeah, Nuno is totally blowing me off. Yeah, you want to get on the phone and talk to Nuno for me, Quinn? That would be awesome. But yeah, Ian Stitch has been on a couple times. Ian will be a returning guest as well. I've had Steve Stein on. And then the shows that, and a lot of folks that are in here are, I should try to get Bobby McAdams. He was there. Yeah, I know who Bobby is, Cecil. I have no way to get a hold of him, though. Um, but I was going to say, and then a lot of you folks are over here, new subscribers from the time I started doing shows with Martin Popoff and Pete Pardo. And that's going to be an ongoing thing. I've done 2 shows on Pete's channel already, and I will be doing another show with Pete in January. Um, I don't know when, but January I will be on Pete's channel again in January, and Pete and Martin, hoping will come back on my channel on January, because I want to do a show on Led Zeppelin. So keep an eye out for that. Those guys are awesome, and they were cool. I reached out, and those guys agreed to come on and have been on, I don't know what, 3 times now. So anyways, very, very cool. And the other thing I should mention too, I mean, I'm not mentioning, I'm sure I'm forgetting some of my hangout Saturday night things that I've had on. I've had folks on on those shows, and I'm not forgetting you. I can't remember because those are shows where there's usually alcohol involved. Next, he will get a cigar, but he'll have to move out of that. Yeah, no cigars in the house, man. No cigars in the house. Yeah. Smash the like button, folks. Smash the like button again if you're new. Please throw me a sub. That'd be awesome. Yeah, and the other thing too that was very cool this year. Hey, Grumpy Mike Guitar. Thank you so much, man. From my rubber room to your basement. Well, hopefully you like it in the rubber room there, Grumpy Mike. What was I gonna say? I got the distinct honor and pleasure this year of being asked to be a live wire. So I'm some of you in here are aware of the live wires. It was a show on a channel called the Live Wires. Hey, Brad Miller, how are you? And we were doing a weekly Monday show with a bunch of skits and stuff. If you saw the Christmas show a week ago, that would have been a typical Live Wires show. And I want to thank Brian and Dave R. But for inviting me to be a member of that show, but the show was a lot of fun, but it was also a shit ton of work. So I miss it, but I don't miss it. I mean, just doing if you guys saw the Christmas special, that was 2 weeks of trying to get that together. Hey, Mitch. I think I said hello to Mitch, but I'll say hello again. Hey, Mitch, how are you? But yeah, so that was kind of cool. And, the future of the channel. Like I was saying, John Regan from Philly's Comet. I've reached out to John Regan, Cecil. I reached out to John Regan. No response. Hey, Mr. Rock, how are you? Yeah, and again, when I say no response, I'm not saying that as like I'm upset at them or whatever. Like, I get it, man. Like, these guys are famous, big, well-known celebrities. I mean, again, why would they want to come on my little show? I get it. I get it. Yeah, Gene Simmons is pretty near impossible, Mitch. Yeah. Yeah. But as far as the future of the channel, I'm trying to sort of steer away a little bit from the whole gear thing. Okay, not that I won't talk about gear or any of that. It's just a couple things. It became really hard to do gear reviews when a lot of my gear reviews were in-store reviews where I had developed some relationships with a couple of stores where they would literally set me up in a corner and I could, you know, turn on the phone and do like, oh, here's an Epiphone Les Paul Jr. compared to a Gibson Les Paul Jr. and stuff like that. And I did stuff like that, and when the new Les Pauls came out, the new 50s and the new 60s, I was all over that. Did videos on that, and those videos still get views to this day, and I won't get into some of the comments, but some of them are pretty funny. Anyways, but I did, and it's hard to do those now, and I haven't been able to do those for a while for obvious reasons. I can't get into a store, and I can't, do that anymore because of the rules. I don't want to turn this into a COVID show, but you get my drift, right? So the only gear that I'm doing now is, any gear that I get, right? So if I have a piece of gear, I'll tell you all about it. I'll demo the hell out of it, I did one when I got this, for example. I am expecting a Friedman Runt 20 in a week from today. So fingers crossed it shows up. It's in one piece and it all works. And I'll be doing some videos on that because I own it. It's here, right? So, but I'm generally gonna try to get away from that a little bit and try to get more people in the industry, whether it be interviewers like Mitch LaFon I had on. Mitch LaFon has interviewed every rock star on the planet at this point. I've had him on. Pete Pardo's interviewed a lot of guys like, people that or musicians themselves, anyone that can get, bring in a different story, right, like to have, because what everyone's trying to get their niche, right? There's a shit ton of channels that are doing gear and they do it way better than me, and they have the links to the companies and they're sending them stuff. I mean, I can't compete with Pete Thorne. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to, I'll only demo stuff that I own and try to get guests on, like, hey, Pete Thorne, come on, let's tell me about the road, just try to keep it, bring in folks that have some good stories or some good insights, and just try to keep the channel entertaining, because that's kind of where I'm sort of trying to direct sail the ship, so to speak. And the other thing too that I did and is doing well is and I love doing them is these band themed shows, right? So I've done like 2 shows on Rush. I've done I don't know how many Kiss shows now. I did a Black Sabbath one, did a Judas Priest one. Next one up is a Led Zeppelin one. I just put out a video of the Cult, my top 10, or well, they only have 10 records at this point. Ranking the Cult records. Anything that will, maybe cause you to listen to a record you haven't listened to, or a band that you haven't really spent that much time with, and kind of share the love, so to speak. Let me just if you've got questions for me. So here's a problem with StreamYards is it doesn't highlight my name. So I can't. So Okay, here's one. Guitar Hack, have you reached out to other YouTube channels like Rick Beato, Glenn Fricker, Phil McKnight, Benku? No. Phil McKnight I gave up on because he's just way too busy. Rick Beato, no. Glenn Fricker, no. Yeah, so if you know what, to make it easier, if you throw a bunch of question marks in front of the question, then if you preface it with the question with a bunch of question marks, then I'll see it right away. Maybe Priest or UFO. I've already done a show on Priest, Pete. I have not done a show on UFO. There's one in a couple. Oh yeah, the Kiss show, the Dubai thing. Yeah, yeah. We talked about that a little bit on the Christmas special. Should go back and check that out. Slam and Sammy, hey man, hey Hack, hang in there. Prediction for 2021 Hack House going to have a basement full of cool guests. You participating, taking care of the homeless in Buffalo. Yeah, well, thanks. Appreciate that, Sammy. Yeah. Quick story with that was Gene Schmidt reached out to me, knowing I was a big Kiss fan, and they were doing a Kiss tribute CD, and I'm like, yeah, sure. I had no idea that I was, as a result of that, I was gonna be meeting this way. The guy who played in both Ace and Gene's solo bands, and is now a member of Accept. So there's a rock star connection right there, which hopefully will breed other guests. But we'll see. Speaking of Priest, yeah, I will be on with Fruitcake Tony this Saturday night at 9 p.m. on Fruitcake Tony's channel, and we're going to be doing a show on Judas Priest. So check that out. Will we ever be back at NAMM, or will NAMM ever be back? Speaking for myself, I don't think I'll ever go to another NAMM. Basically because I'm not sponsored by anybody. And that last NAMM trip just about killed me. I mean, when I was there, it was great. It was like 2 or 3 of the best days of my life, but getting there was a nightmare. And yeah, I don't think I'll ever go back to an NAMM. But I'm more likely to go to a Gear Fest than another NAMM. And to be honest with you, I don't think I could top that Nashville NAMM. Like, nothing will ever top that Nashville NAMM. And that's because of hanging out with you, Brian, and the other Brian. So, yeah, Gear Fest would be cool. Honesty from Hexter. Yeah, I'm honest. I am honestly not sponsored by anybody. Acoustic or electric? I don't know what you mean by the question, Pelican J. What do I prefer? I don't own any acoustic guitars. So as I tell you, I would like to have one though, one that feels and plays like an electric guitar, because I can't handle the heavy gauge strings. There's a new name, Brody Atwood. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, please like and subscribe. But yeah, so that's kind of where I want to go. Keep the show entertaining, and I'll keep doing it as long as it's fun, because the Wednesday night shows and getting the guests can be very, very stressful. There's times when I don't know up until like a minute before I hit the live button that whether it's technical problems or whatever else, that the show's gonna fly. So I am literally, some Wednesdays I am literally flying by the seat of my pants. Like, you have no freaking idea. I know I may look cool as a cucumber, but on the inside, man, it's brutal, man. Guild Songbird Hack is thin like an electric. Yeah, well, there was these tailors that I liked, but they were really expensive, that were like thin body, that I liked, and they played like an electric guitar. Yeah, the song that's the next song that's coming out, the one where attempting to sing. um, I'm playing a Martin and a Taylor on that, so you got double acoustic tracks on that song. So check that out. And it's got a cutaway. Okay, yeah. I definitely would want a cutaway on an acoustic, and I don't want a big body acoustic like a Dreadnought, like because I'm not a very big guy and I would barely be able. Like when I was playing that Martin in the acoustic, I mean, you'll see in the video, it's not exactly the most comfortable position, playing those guitars. Just me. What else have we got here? Yeah. So, yeah, Seagull makes good guitars for cheap. Yes, they do. Yeah, yeah. Seagull's a Canadian company too, as far as I know. PRS parlors are good. Yeah. Oh, there's no shortage of good acoustic guitars. It's it's just the cost of it and the playability of it, really. I'm talking Tony's language. What? Martin and Taylor. Tony's ears just perked up. Yeah, so for 2021, I'm just I'm going to keep trying to improve the quality of the channel in technical terms as well. Like if I go back and I look at videos that I did even a year ago, I was using a different camera, I didn't have proper lighting, the sound, all that stuff. I'm always working to improve that. And and any super chats I get, any PayPals I get, I just let it stock up, and once it reaches a certain value, then it's like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna buy that mixer, or I'm gonna buy that monitor, or like or I'll buy another camera. Like the camera I'm using right now is a GoPro, and that GoPro, mind you, was 2-3 generations below the current one, but that's fine. And getting that GoPro and the and that Elgato card really improved the video quality. So anything, again, I just keep recycling it back into the channel, and try to get better stuff and better production and so on and so forth. Because even though I am in a basement, you still want to have like decent video quality and internet and all that kind of crap. The next thing I need to get is a better mixer, because this mixer's garbage. It's like the cheapest Behringer they made at the time. But anyway, so I'm going to keep trying to do that in technical terms as well as entertainment value, and try to again get better guests, more high profile people with stories and things, and try to have like a real entertainment show where people are looking forward to Wednesday night, and hey, who's hack got on tonight, like that's what I'd love to see. Okay, here's a new name. I'm only going to say the first name, Harry. That's in the rest of it. Anyway, but the most important thing, though, at the end of the day, and the original reason why I started this channel, which is it's my second full year doing it, was to kind of build a community of guitar players, and grow the community, and just be supportive, and I try to be there for anyone that's starting up a show. I'll be your cheerleader, man, because I know what it's like when you're starting up, and or you're putting out your first videos. I know what it's like to put out your first videos. So I'll be in there, I'll comment, I'll watch. That at the end of the day is really why I started this. And I mean, even though like I'm talking about getting musicians on and this and that doesn't negate the whole community thing, because it's all about bringing folks in that appeal to people that are watching, and getting something out of it. So it's all kind of part and parcel of the, of the channel and the whole mission statement, so to speak. Um, yeah, and basically sharing this addiction we have with music and with guitars. That's, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, man. Is building community, and it's been growing in the 2 years. It's been growing, which is very, very cool. And last thing I wanted to mention, and then I'll, whatever questions you guys have, fire away. Um, is I just want to thank everyone in here at 41 at the moment, and everyone that's in here now, and everyone that's been here and has subbed, liked, commented, supported, my little channel. I still surprised, but very appreciative that you guys are all here and checking out the channel, checking out my videos, my original music, which there's more coming. Can't stop me from doing that. Yeah, and it's just super. It's super. Um, yeah, and I mean, slowly I'm approaching 2,000 subscribers, which is unfreaking believable. But that's all thanks to you folks. Six String Bryant's asked me, is there any regrets this year? Not gigging. That's been the hardest thing for me, I think, this year. In the as far as music and stuff, is just not gigging is like because the way I look at it is, I mean, I'm not a young guy, and I lost a year of where I am able to play in front of folks, and a year was stolen, you know. And that's one less year that I'm out there doing what I love doing, right? So that is sort of the biggest regret for me, because I am having problems with my hands, and I don't, I want to be able to play half decently when I do gig, and I can feel that window closing. So and to lose a whole year of being able to go out there and actually play a decent show kind of just irks me to no end. But it's nobody's fault, right? But that would be my biggest regret. Okay, let's see if Hack, you gonna let your hair grow out in 2021? As you can see by my hair is slowly running away from my face. It is actually growing out the back, so I am gonna have it longer, but how much longer? I don't know. So yeah. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I have another I got another tune here lined up. So and we're almost an hour in. So let me know if you've got any more questions. If not, and you want to hear me play some more, I got another very it's actually a real, this next tune is by a guy who makes backing tracks, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing it, but it's Dopez, Dopez backing tracks. This guy's tracks are phenomenal. I use them a lot, and if somebody was asking me earlier, where do I look for backing tracks? That's one of the guys that is a go-to for me. So at least I have hair. I had this shaved head myself, been doing it since my mid-30s. Yeah, so the funny thing is about the shaved head, I don't have it, not because I didn't think about it, but I've been told by several people to not shave my head, because apparently I don't have a nicely shaped head. The back of my head is flat. So I'm aerodynamic. So I need to have hair to cover my my deformity. There, how's that for honesty? Got a bill. Go see mom before heading to my daughter. Okay, awesome. All right, John. Thanks for being here, man. Take care. Have a great New Year's Eve. Pete Brown wants to hear me play. Yeah, crib head, permanent. Permanent crib head, man. All right, I'll just hang out here for another. See if anybody's got a last question here. I shave mine because it makes me look 10 years younger. They got paint for that crap guitar show. Look at the guys in Kiss. All their hair's jet black. Aerodynamics. Yeah. Mine is getting gray, but I don't have a hole on top of it. Yeah, my hole is a little farther to the back. You can pull off the, yeah. Yeah, my brother shaves his head too because he lost his hair a lot younger than me, but his head is properly shaped. All right. Okay, I don't see any more questions. I'll look like a Q-tip with this shit. Now, what's a haircut, Preston? All right, folks. Let me get this other track going here, and then I'll play at you a little bit more. Yeah, I got to turn off the. When did Hack go live? An hour ago. Welcome, CK. All right. Hey Terry, how are you, man? All right, let's see how this thing turns out here. There you go. Hope you all enjoyed that. Well, let me know if anyone's got any more. Let me turn that off again. Let me know if anyone's got any more questions or any more comments. Gina Paul are getting another 20, another penny from me. Aren't getting another. Yeah. That Dubai thing is an embarrassment. Hey, Janice, how are you? Thanks, Dogpa. Yeah, I lost it there for a minute, but I got it back. Oh, thank you, CK. Yeah, again, you know what? If you pick the right backing track, you'll always come out shining like a diamond. You just got to find the right one, man. Yeah. Yeah, Cecil, they're an embarrassment. I've totally cashed out. I mean, I still say I am a Kiss fan, but I'm a Kiss fan because of uh, the 70s and some of the 80s. Actually, I'll go as far as Reunion, and then that's it. So, took a month to construct the Kiss stage in Dubai. Yeah. I appreciate that, CK. There's a lot better guitar players than me. All I got to do is watch Nuno, and I know where, and I know my place. So, yeah, no reason to get big headed, man. Okay. Um. Okay, I don't see any other questions, so I'm gonna wrap this up. So again, you guys absolutely rock. Oh, my favorite Kiss riff, Cool Number 9. Welcome to the channel. There's a new name. Please hit the like and subscribe. Favorite Kiss riff. Probably Watching You, or Parasite. I'd probably be Parasite. Off the top of my head, that's the first one that comes to mind. Not necessarily. Actually, I did a video, my 5 favorite Kiss riffs. If you want to check that out. Yeah, Deuce is cool too. Yeah, there's so many. There's so many. Yeah, my favorite Kiss song of all time though is Mr. Speed. Yeah, which I never played. So, I love what Ace did back in the day, not so much anymore. He has oh yeah, Ace Ace, I'll take Ace up until Unmasked, and then by the Elder he was already playing like shit. Yeah. Yeah. All right, guys. You rock. So a week from today, we have a show with all this Kiss talk. I have John Jeffries, Gene Schmidt, and Phil. I'm gonna House. I'm gonna probably sing his name wrong. They're gonna be back on the show. They're the Buffalo Rock City guys. We're gonna play a little game of Name That Tune. That's all I'm gonna say. It's gonna be a shit ton of fun, and we're gonna be giving away prizes, and that's gonna happen next Saturday on the Hack Show. So make sure you check out for that. You're bad. Well, I ain't that great, so I'll agree with you there, Harrison. Welcome to the channel. All right, you guys have a great. Oh wow, I haven't had one of these in a while. Okay, so everyone have a happy new year. All the best for 2021. If you're going to go out and celebrate, please be safe. Take care of yourselves. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your family. Stay safe, and hopefully we'll catch y'all in the new year. Okay, let's see if I can do this. All right, cheers, everybody.